What's up guys, this is Brian Bell with Conscious Fitness, and in this video I'm going to show you the difference you can make with two different diets, same amount of calories, 2,000 in each, but one is going to burn more total calories and allow you to be leaner than the other, even though the calories are exactly the same. So how do we do this? It's going to come down to one macronutrient, and that's going to have everything to do with the amount of protein in each diet. So let's look at diet number one, 2,000 calories, but let's just say this diet is going to have 50 grams of protein. Now our second diet, we're going to have 100 grams of protein. So it's going to be double the amount. So first, to understand why does this make a difference? It has everything to do with the thermic effect of food. So when we ingest protein, carbohydrates, or fats, we're actually going to burn some of that energy just through the digestion process. So it's kind of cool. So when you incorporate more food into your diet, you are going to raise your metabolism up. So the difference here is if we have these two diets with the same amount of total calories, we want to pay attention to the amount of protein, and that's going to help us understand how much we're burning from food, because protein is going to burn way more calories than fats or carbohydrates. So, quick little test for you. How many calories are in 1 gram of protein? I'll give you a quick second to think about it. Okay, if you guessed 4, you are correct. So in this case, we have a total, let's do 50 times 4. We're going to have a total of 200 calories from protein. Now, in this case, with 100 grams on this other diet, we're going to have 400 calories from protein. Now, all of the different macronutrients, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates are going to burn a different percentage of total energy through digestion. Now, protein has the highest thermic effect out of all the macronutrients. With carbs and fat, we could potentially burn 5 to 8% or so, maybe 10, but with protein, we're going to burn 20 to 30% of those total calories. That means, and if we just take 20% as a low end, let's just use this example here. 200 calories times 20%, that's going to be a total of 40 calories burned off just through the digestion of protein. So that's a great extra little bonus. So you don't have to run for that. You don't have to do laps around the neighborhood. You don't have to do the stair climber. You're going to get that extra bonus just by having protein in your diet. That's going to contribute to your metabolic rate. Now, this is what's really cool. Even though this diet has the same total amount of calorie input between the fats, carbohydrates, and proteins, we're still bringing in 2,000 calories. If we now take 20% of 400, we're now looking at 80 calories total. So just by upgrading the amount of protein you have, you've actually increased the amount of calories that are being burnt without you having to do anything. You're not having to run more, you're not having to move more, you're not taking any more time out of your day. You're just increasing the amount of protein. And if we take this over the course of 30 days, that extra 40 calories times 30 days, that's an extra 1,200 calories. And another quiz question, how many calories are in 1 pound of fat? Give you a second. The total is going to be 3,500. So that's essentially about 1/3 of a pound just by increasing the amount of protein we have. So if we times that by 3 for 3 months without doing anything different than just adjusting the diet, you're going to lose a full pound in just 3 months on autopilot. You're going to increase your metabolism and allow yourself to burn more energy just through the food you're eating. The other benefits of adding more protein in, aside from just that extra thermic effect, is number one, it's also going to help satiate you. So having more protein in your diet is just going to make you feel fuller. It's going to make you feel like you don't have to eat as many snacks and things like that, because it'll help satisfy your appetite. When we focus on higher protein, it's also going to be a lot easier to have a more whole food, a more cleaner diet. Because when we think about protein being one of the first elements we think about, like if the goal is to hit 100 grams a day, we're going to be paying attention to some more really whole food, clean sources of food versus a lot of just more processed carbs and very fatty foods and things like that. So the other benefit, aside from the thermic effect, the extra calorie burn, the satiation, is that it's going to help us build lean muscle mass. So when we combine higher protein with resistance training, we now have more of the building blocks necessary to build lean muscle mass, which obviously is going to help us look better, feel better. Muscle is very dense compared to fat, so it helps your clothes fit better. You're just going to feel naturally better, but you also can get stronger. And that muscle is actually going to burn more calories at rest than, say, fat mass would. So we're also seeing the benefit of adding in lean tissue, which is going to support your insulin response, which helps your whole body. It helps protect your bones as well, because as you do resistance training, you're going to get some extra bone mass as well. But the biggest benefit is you're going to increase your total metabolic rate. So the more calories you're burning at rest means it's going to be easier to stay leaner much more simply. So you can see here, even though we've got two diets, the same amount of calories, if we just change the amount of protein in each one and we up it, we're going to increase that calorie burn and just burn more calories without even trying to do anything else. So this makes a lot of sense, because to burn that extra 40 calories just for movement, that might be 1,000, 1,500 to 2,000 steps depending on your weight and your height. So of course, we want to increase the movement. We want to move more. We want to move our bodies and burn calories through energy output, but we need to first focus on our nutrition and our diet. So if you'd like more help getting more protein in your diet so you can burn more calories on autopilot, get leaner much more easily, then you want to check out my high protein food guide as well as my Power Meal Formula guide. These guides are going to show you all of the high protein plant-based foods, as well as show you how to incorporate them and create meals so that you have a protein first kind of focus with your meal plans. So this is going to allow you to make really high protein, very nutrient dense and low calorie meals that will help you hit your calorie goals and help you up your protein, so that it is actually really easy to eat better and to get lean and to stay lean and stay fit. So if you need any of that assistance, you can check out the guides in the link below. So much love. My name is Brian Bell with Conscious Fitness, and I'll see you on the next one.